And welcome back to a new video. Today's video we'll be recapping last night's slate of games in the NHL playoffs. Now, if you like this video, please leave a like and smash the subscribe button for more hockey content just like this. Now, to begin our first slate of games, we have the Boston Bruins versus the Florida Panthers. And this game was really interesting as Boston took a commanding lead, but Florida is a very veteran and gritty team who works hard for everything they do, and that's what happened. They worked hard, they forechecked hard, couldn't get that many shots on goal, couldn't score that much, but still a very intense game in my opinion, even though the score didn't really say so. But in my opinion, it was very bad call by Paul Maurice to put Sergei Bobrovsky over Alex Laine when Alex Laine has been amazing for the Florida Panthers this playoffs. Just been stopping goals on 2-on-1s, just been scattering to the other side, just playing amazingly. And you put Sergei Bobrovsky over a guy like him. That's still insane to me. And at the end, it got very chippy with Matthew Tkachuk and the Boston Bruins, with him trying to take on Linus Ullmark, him trying to fight what looked to be all the Boston Bruins. And man, that was really funny to watch. And Brandon Montour coming in like a superhero, saving Matthew Tkachuk with Derek Forbort. And that's just something you love to see from Brandon Montour, as Matthew Tkachuk has been their best player this series and is one of their better players. And you can't let a player like that get 2v1'd. So just a great job by Brandon Montour. And hopefully Florida can figure something out. Get Alex Laine back in between those pipes. Get Aaron Ekblad back. Get Anthony Duclair back in the lineup. And hopefully they can win this series. And with the second game, we're going to be talking about the New York Islanders versus the Carolina Hurricanes. And this game has just been one of the most awful series I've ever watched in NHL playoff hockey. You got a powerhouse team in Carolina and a team that really shouldn't have made the playoffs in the New York Islanders. And this series has been really boring and overall sloppy in my opinion. I mean, Carolina isn't really versing a team who is gonna help them train for the Stanley Cup Finals or even the Eastern Conference Finals, whereas the New York Islanders, they really don't really stand a chance against the Hurricanes. You can tell by the way they play, they're just not making their passes. I mean, Alexander Romanov with just a terrible giveaway, just whiff-fanning on a clearing attempt and on a dumping attempt, and that's just something that you cannot have. I know it's his first game back and he's injured and stuff, but it's a Stanley Cup playoffs and you really need to get that puck deep. And I do think it's going to be Carolina in 5, as New York has just looked awful this entire series. And for the third game of tonight's slate of games, we have the Minnesota Wild versus the Dallas Stars. And what a game this was. A great game overall, but Minnesota completely and deserved to win this game with a bunch of shots on net, with a bunch of rush chances, with a great defensive game, with a great offensive game, just creating high danger chances, a lot of breakaways and a lot of odd man rushes for them this game, which I really liked about their game. But again, Jacob Oettenger kept Dallas in this game until guys could go the other way, like Evgeny Dadonov and like Tyler Seguin, to go the other way and put up some points on the board for his team, the Dallas Stars. Now, I do think Minnesota completely deserved to win this game, and credit to Minnesota for sticking in this game when all thought to be lost. I mean, John Klingberg, what a pickup he was. Just a complete game, this game. Played so well in his defensive end while adding his significant offensive talent up front, and it really helped Minnesota try and win this game even though they lost 3-2. But just a great game overall by Minnesota, and Jacob Oettinger, he's target enemy number 1 in Minnesota right now after that stellar game. And with the fourth and final game of last night's slate of games, we have the Edmonton Oilers versus the Los Angeles Kings. And this game was a really close game, a really tight-checking game, and a game that could have gone either way in my opinion. I mean, in the first period, it looked completely like Los Angeles was going to run away with this game. But credit to the Edmonton Oilers, having the guts to come back, having the fight to come back, having them just motivated to come and win this game, came back. Great game by Jack Campbell, great game by all Edmonton players, except for Darnell Nurse. That contract is going to look bad. Getting paid $9 million, the no-move clause, and for 7 more years. Ken Holland, massive class of a contract. It's, of course, Zach Hyman, playing OT hero, gets the game-winning goal, just celebrating. The Leafs traded away Zach Hyman. Well, didn't trade away, lost Zach Hyman, lost Nazem Kadri. These guys are players that you guys are going to end up wanting on a playoff roster. And just great job by Edmonton overall, coming back in this game, and it's going to pay off in the future, as I do have Edmonton beating the Los Angeles Kings in the series. I do think Stewart's will bounce back, and great game by Jack Campbell coming in cold and standing on his head to get Edmonton the win. And like always, if you like this video, please leave a like and smash that subscribe button.